I know somebody who's trying to help him. We're talking about a former Major League Baseball pitcher, Curt Schilling, joins us today from Boston. Curt, what are you trying to do?
Well, I'm trying to do, I think, a basic human duty here. We got involved with Operation Bullpen over in Texas, and we took that week in Texas and went around and saw destruction like I've never seen before. And then we decided to head over to Florida and caught the tail end of that one as well. And this just kind of snuck up on us. So, you know, I've tended to aim high a little bit in life, so I reached out to try and get a C-130 cargo jet to get supplies, and managed to get the plane and some pilots and some people, and working with some guys from the Flip-Flop Flotilla, who are former Special Forces guys, former law enforcement, first responders, because we need to be completely self-sufficient when we go over there. I mean, this island's destroyed, and I mean, you know, you think about refrigeration, you think about food. There's refrigeration from a medical perspective that has to happen for diabetic patients and other types of medicine, and that's just the beginning.
Right, Curt. So you did the hard part. You got the C-130, and you got the crew. You need our viewers to help you out. We have to fill that plane up with supplies, and we've got to do it quickly. And you're going to deliver those supplies, even with your knee brace, even though, you know, I see you out there with your shorts on. So what do you actually want in that plane, and how do we fill up that plane? Because we have some of the most active viewers around.
Right. Well, so if you go to Facebook Operation Bullpen, that will have everything you could possibly need in the way of contributions. I'm going to say right up front, we aren't a government agency, so we have no red tape. And, Brian, you know me, I don't do bureaucracy. I'm taking contributions directly to my PayPal, which is greenmonstergames@gmail.com. Now, if you have a moral or ethical issue donating to my PayPal, do not donate a dime. I don't care. I'm not going to deal with it. We took in $119,000 for the first half, the first two operations, and we handed out $135,000 to $140,000. So 100 cents of every dollar you donate to this thing is going into the hands, into the bellies, into the communities. These, again, the cameras have left. And now the real work begins in Texas and Florida, and I can't even imagine what we're going to see in Puerto Rico.
Right. Curt. So, yeah, take action, and you're doing it, and everyone should actually rally, and you know our viewers will go to your side.
So great to see someone with notoriety going out to help people and picking up the pieces. I'm sure so many of your fans are like, oh, my gosh, Curt Schilling's helping me.
And we will link from our webpage, foxandfriends.com, to your Facebook page on Operation Bullpen.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We also wanted to talk to you about the controversy over at ESPN, you know, about the Jamil Hill story, and she got to keep her job for doing the same thing that you did, basically writing something controversial on Twitter, and you were let go because of that. What are your thoughts?
Well, first off, I don't know how comparing Islamic extremists to Nazis or saying that men should use the men's rooms is controversial. I just assume those things are logical. Her calling the president a racist, that's not a surprise. Disney and ESPN have stopped giving all pretense of objectivity, and they support a very intolerant, exclusive, liberal, progressive agenda. I think some of the most racist people in sports are on the station there now, and they have a voice. They've always had a voice, and it's, you know, my only, I don't even want to say anger, my only issue with the entire thing is that they try to hide it as something it's not. I've come to learn that the left is the party of, you know, everything around that the left does is based on your race, your sex, your sexual preference, your color, your religion, who you worship or who you don't. It's about identity politics. And as conservatives, I just want legal or illegal. We have laws. If you follow them, I don't care what color you are. You're an American. You know, let's put it this way. We're in a country right now, I guarantee you I will hear people commenting about the fact that this shirt is racist.
The American flag.
Which brings me to my other quick question for you, and that is, if you're in the dugout and some of your teammates say, I'm not standing for the national anthem, if you're a good teammate, you won't stand either, what would Curt Schilling have said?
No, that wouldn't have happened. But and plus, even though it was only a few years ago, it was a different generation. The lack of respect for our flag, for our patriots, for our country is mind-boggling to me. But then you look at the liberal education system and the narrative it's pushing, and you understand why.
Yeah. Curt Schilling, thank you very much for getting up early on this Thursday morning to try to help those folks who've been impacted by the hurricanes. Once again, go to our webpage, foxandfriends.com. We will link to your Facebook page on Operation Bullpen. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Curt.